That'll take us to our starting grid here in just a moment.
The estimated SOF is 2,105.
Well, let's get to it. On the pole position tonight, the number 83 with a lap time of 39.564 seconds. It's Brandon Mefford. Outside front row, missed it by
100 laps, one fast repair, 3 tires over the wall.
Row 2, Jesse King is back in the EWR Motorsports number 22. To his outside will be the 27 of Casey Benz. Row 3, Garrett Johnston from Charity Motorsports. Mike McDonald will flank him. Starting in row number 4 will be Brent Butler and Jason Nilgis. Row 5, Steve Durbin and William Tyndall.
Caution comes out between lap 20 and 25.
Starting the 11th position, it's the familiar number 12 of Tim Schofield. To his outside, it's the 46, Chris Mefford.
Or if there's a
starting 13th is the number 75 of Chris Wally. Larry Bruner in the 44 starts 14th. Yo Quick will roll from the 15th spot. Starting 16th will be the 4 Nuke Quick. 17th Adam Benefield. 18th Joshua Mears. 19th starter is Todd Cleek, which I've been corrected this week. Todd is the father of Zachary Cleek. We'll cover that later on. Mike Cook 20th, and there he is. Zach Cleek in the 77 starting 21st. I kept calling them brothers. Grady Ray in the 25 entry will start 22nd, 23rd. There's another familiar name, the 51.
Well, this thing's going to be loose.
Sweeting, 25th, Doug Wysocki.
All about that right rear.
The 81 will start 26. Matt Top from Charity Motorsports rounding out the field in his number 50 in the 27th spot.
Are we doing that?
You're starting right here from Michigan Speedways.
What gear are you starting in tonight?
Behind the pace car for just one lap before we take the green flag.
Are we doing that?
Looking at the
line?
race details yet again. 100 laps the race distance, 200 miles.
So on the restart,
relatively cool sunny day here in Michigan.
First
65 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, clear skies, barely 80 breeze at 2 miles per hour. Track temp up a couple of degrees at 110 with these clear skies.
That should be interesting.
3 sets
choose a roll.
1 fast repair, 3 green-white checker.
I don't understand.
Before the taking.
Get ready.
So we always hope that we don't have to use it, but they're
well, NASCAR, you have a choose rule, so we single file it till the last lap
Pace cars in.
and pick a lane.
Green, green, green. Pit road is now open.
I will hit the chip big time.
Yeah, I said second gear.
Pace car makes the left turn into pit lane, doesn't hit the barrels at the end of pit lane. Green flag in the air, Mefford to lead him down. Brian McCann to the outside.
Clear low, clear low.
3 wide behind me.
I like that. Nice smooth first lap.
The 20s.
Heck yeah.
King.
Heck yeah.
Mefford to the outside. King quickly takes the top spot as they roll down into turns 3 and 4. Jesse King might be a new name to some few folks out there, but not an unfamiliar one to many of these IROC Challenge drivers. Jesse's been out here running with these guys many a time over the last few years. Good to see him back behind the wheel.
Wasn't clear. I know that.
Why is there still marbles on the track? Did it reset? Well, why is there still marbles on the track? Are you getting that?
Yep.
We're right on board with Jesse here.
I'm guessing the track reset.
We're in the driver's eye camera here.
Yeah, must have.
See a Whiplash sim cams. But he's very easy on that throttle. Just gently lifts off, gets into the corner, and listen to him pick it back up on corner exit. Gentle, gentle, just barely pushing that right foot down. Doesn't even sound like he's wide open on the straightaway here. This might just be conservation mode for the 22. We'll have to keep a close eye on that as this race continues on.
The car in P1.
Not saving too much. He's out in front with a 3/4 second advantage over the 83 of Brandon Mefford.
Ooh, ooh, I almost caught the wall. Nobody saw that.
Brian.
Nobody saw nothing.
Battle for the second spot may be contested here quickly. Brian McCann running third in that number 3 machine. Mefford still second. Last lap for the race leader was a 39.74. Mefford ran a 90 and McCann a
right. Weir is asking for forgiveness here. This is looser than I thought.
Outside.
I'm having to go real easy on the throttle.
Stay low. All clear, all clear.
It's gonna be hard to pass too.
And steps out again, looks to the bottom of the racetrack. Casey Bentz is going to maybe go with him, but McCann gets the position to the inside of Mefford and be able to carry that speed off of 2. Doesn't look like it. Mefford at the top lane, able to carry the momentum down the backstretch. McCann has to settle back in behind. Jesse King starting to stretch his advantage out now, just over half a second back to Mefford, McCann, Benson, Butler. That's your top 5 as they run. 6 laps go up on the board. Mefford still in the second spot. McCann still trying to find a way around, just calculating about it, not pushing the issue too much. He's got the 47 of Casey Benz right in the back door.
Grady, you keep blinking out, buddy.
Field starting to separate out. Second through 6 still nice and tight together, but King still enjoying a comfortable lead for the time being.
Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. Good job, the next car is the leader.
McCann now going back to the whip here, looking to the inside of Mefford off turn number 2. Side by side, gets a nose out. And
Oh, Brandon about. Was that Brandon?
out of the backstretch, and indeed
Who was that?
it's clear of Mefford. So move
That wasn't Brandon.
the
I can't tell who that
spot
was.
as he began tonight's race. Oh, Casey Bentz real loose off
Casey.
forward, but he gathers it back up. Drops down to the bottom of the racetrack onto the apron. Got some conversation about that pre-race, about how these cars were a little bit loose on corner exit. He gathered it up, though. And in fact, he hangs on to the 5th position for the time being. Now he's got Garrett Johnston, though, hunting in the 15, the white car up top of the racetrack. I guess we call it the white and blue plaid machine. I guess it looks like that. Kind of a tablecloth pattern. As Johnston jumps up into the 5th spot. Here, we're getting a real close look at it. I guess it kind of looks like a tablecloth. Nice summer picnic. Johnston's case, looking for a nice Sunday drive. So Bentz, after his moment off turn 4 a moment ago, slips back to the 6th position. Meanwhile, Brandon Mefford's starting to shed positions as well. As he's down into 3rd, might lose 4th. He battles back around the outside of Brent Butler. That's the number 76 Ford. Butler tucks back in behind Mefford as they get back into turn number 3. You know what? I'm going to date myself here. I'm looking at this number 76 of Brent Butler, and I may have said this in a previous broadcast, but if you throw some I Love New York, or maybe it was Red Apple decals on the side of this car and change that 6 to a 1, that's a throwback to early to mid-90s Dave Marcus.
Oh my goodness.
I know it's just an iRacing scheme, but it still stirs up some memories.
Lap 10, write that down in a notebook of getting crazy loose. I think it happened to everybody there.
15 of Garrett Johnston still able to hang on to the 5th spot ahead of Casey Bentz. Bentz started in 4th. Again, remember he had a moment there off turn 4 a few laps ago. See if he's able to regroup here, put pressure back on Johnston to take that spot back. Want to remind everybody we've got both stream chats open and available to really anybody. You don't need to be a subscriber, but we hope that you are. jump in, say hey, whether it's an IROC TV or an HBR TV. In both chats, they are available to do so. Just keep it PG for us, but tell us your thoughts. Where are you watching from? Who's your driver? Just say hey, whatever you want to do. Ah, Bent's real loose again, chasing it up the racetrack. Was in a four-wheel drift there for just a moment.
Hey, you. That's how it always is.
Lakeland College, number 27. Still on the aggressive.
What matters is who finishes the line first at the end of the race.
Slams the door, goes back up the racetrack, has the run. Let's go on board here with Casey Benson. Watch, see if he's got to chase the race car up the track this time. Yeah, little correction, another correction, more correction. It's a left turn, folks, and he's turning to the right more than anything. And Butler gets into the 15. We got trouble off turn 4. Both drivers spin.
They reckon.
In the tri-oval, no caution yet.
That's on the front stretch.
Johnston's going to drive away. It looks like Butler may as well, but still no yellow. Butler coming back up the apron, but they spun so quickly down to the bottom of the racetrack that it does not trigger a call.
Nah.
Tough break for both of those drivers.
That's how you learn.
Get a look at it here just a moment ago. We were on board with Casey Benz, but this is from the tower. Butler gets into the fence, and it sends him right down into the path of the 15 to Garrett Johnston.
I learned the angle that Jesse's taking is not working, so I did a different angle.
Right into victory lane. That's not where he wants to be right now, but by the end of the race, that'd be a great goal, but
outside.
Not a great way to get there.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Though still out front, Jesse King with the lead, but that lead has shrunk from over half a second to just under a tenth. As McCann makes a move to the inside in 3 for the race lead. I don't know if he's got enough here. Might just be feeling out the 22.
We are all but touching.
A whole lot of resistance it doesn't seem to the stage of the race.
You're clear high, clear high.
We were door to door.
Mears in the TV chat. Saying go Josh Mears in the 36. Anthony, thanks for checking in, saying hello. We certainly appreciate that. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is on, and McCann gets clear and takes the top spot as King is a little bit loose off turn number 2. Has to correct. Jesse King back into the second spot. Befford now 3rd. Bentz back to 4th. McDonald 5th.
So Brandon's pretty fast.
Up the racetrack, way up out of the groove into the loose stuff. Chased it up, doesn't get the wall, and keeps his foot in it.
Jesse's still holding back there, though.
I want to ride on board here with the 83 and kind of see what it looks like from his perspective. In dirty air, that car might be a little bit tighter, which is kind of what some of these guys might be looking for, at least on exit. Seeing a lot of these cars stepping out the rears.
Oh, we're going to get this caution and another one at stage.
Trying to correct the cards. He gets alongside Jesse King for position.
It's just starting to have a little fun.
They're going to be on the backstretch.
It's all good, AU. Figured I'd do it anyway.
And the yellow is out. Give me that there, bud. Not sure what we have here, but we'll take a peek at it. Matt Kopp, possibly.
3 sets of tires. Do you get tires here?
Kopp trying to get regathered here. Still some smoke off it.
We're going for stage points, so I guess, yeah. I guess so, yeah.
But that could have been another moment right there.
You getting tires here? Because this ain't stage.
Oh, this won't be stage. I'm not. We only got 3 sets, so I don't know. What are the odds we're having more cautions, though?
5.
Pit road is now open.
Be interesting to see who does. I'd rather save a set knowing we have another caution coming up.
Right here from the drone camera and see what the drone picks up. I think Kopp was given plenty of room. Cleek may have just come down out of the corner just a hair, and I don't know if that's...
That makes me feel a little bit better. Oh my goodness. I hate being in the lead there.
A matter of trying to hang on to the race car. These cars have been so loose, a little oversteer on corner exit.
Sometimes you doubt yourself.
Too well, and when that happens, of course, you can kind of do what just happened there. The 45 coming down.
Yeah, I don't think anybody took any.
Well, that's all.
Well, Brent's in. I don't know who wrecked, though.
Well, I know Brent, he spun out with
So
Either Cleek.
lap 18.
Yeah, there was a spin that didn't bring out a caution apparently.
All right,
I believe
so
we
when
were
come up
expecting
here to
a
1 to
competition
green,
caution about lap 25.
you
I'm
will
not
choose
sure if we're going to
inside
still
or
get that
outside.
here with this caution coming
Inside,
out
you will
now.
Be below
Be a
the yellow
little bit
line.
premature, but
Outside will be above the yellow
I guess it
line.
could kind of go either way.
The choose zone
Do a short
will be
run to
from
lap
the
25
restart
once we
zone
go back
to
green and then
start-finish
follow another
line.
yellow.
So once you get to the start-finish line, wherever you're at, that's where you're at. All right, so make sure you are completely on the inside or completely on the outside
Oh,
by the
nice.
time you hit the start or finish line. Each one of these will be reviewed. There is a penalty if you're stuck in the middle or if you change lanes after the fact.
I'm going to
Once
try and
you've
watch this from
chosen,
Todd Cleek's
Stay
perspective here
down
just a
there
moment
until
ago.
everybody's crossed, and then I'll tell everybody to bunch up,
Watch.
and you'll just
Yeah,
catch
let's
up
see
to
here.
the inside
Back it
lane
up just
or
a
the
bit.
outside
So that's before the start finish line we have to have it set.
Issue here with
Yeah.
the loose. Yeah, a little correction, and he turns left back down and just
You
gets
can
into.
straddle the line.
You
all
go
the way
single
through the
file till you
zone,
get till
as long as
the,
you choose one before you get to the start
Yeah,
finish.
the marker.
For both of them.
restart zone.
One
The blue paint on the wall.
here tonight, so
Yeah.
that's the benefit. That small incident, though, damaged the race car. Normally, without fast repair, very well would have put them out of contention here, but they still got an opportunity, still a
Todd, if you're
chance.
going to the back. I need you to go all the way to the back.
Fast repair
All right,
allows
man,
them to
we're
get the
going
car
green
fixed.
next
Cleek,
time.
unfortunately, a
All right,
lap
man, line
down.
up on the inside row.
This will be interesting.
All right, you may catch up with your lane.
Oh yeah, we don't even know our tire wear either.
HBR TV
I will
says using
clear
the
all
choose
black
line
flags.
on one.
It's gonna spin like crazy here, I
Reminder,
bet.
I do clear the black
I'll have
flag.
to get with
for
Chris
all,
Wally on that. I don't know if
but
we've
I also
tried
will
that
go
yet
back
this
and look
season.
and see if anybody had any previous black flags.
Is it just
You
for
do get a
leaders? Is it
previous
the whole
black
field?
flag
I think
before
it's a
the
cool
restart.
idea.
You do still need to serve
The
that.
whole field gets to do it. It's going to be tough to enforce without a live admin, which they
It's
might
just to
have. I'm
make
not
it
100%
clear,
sure.
no-
Sometimes they have in the past,
About the
sometimes they
starting,
don't.
The white line on the bottom of the
Let the
racetrack,
hay
the
car
start
by.
finish line is your choose. So you got on the apron or above it for the outside.
Mike Cook says, new this season. Is it new this segment, or did we do it with the trucks? Because we ran
Well,
9
the,
races over there, and I
lean
didn't
on
hear
that
about
one.
it. It's not to say that it wasn't happening. I just might have missed it. Yes, it's quite possible.
Yeah, it's the first
Hold on,
one.
what did I
We'll get
miss?
all the way down,
now I'm
all
confused.
the way above the line.
Something that's new this
Is he saying the apron is the line?
Apparently.
Different vehicles. We just finished.
Oh, okay. So I was above the line, but I should have been to the left of the line.
Yeah,
There should be 9 more races in the.
I guess so, because I didn't pick up on that
Go
either.
past
Yeah, I
45.
didn't. I don't think
Get
anybody
ready.
behind me did either. I didn't see anybody below the yellow line.
Xfinity Cup and so on. Very different format this
All right, man. Pace
season
cars
9. Kind of makes things exciting, keeps guys interested.
in. Green flag, green flag.
Mike Cook confirms it is the whole field, so that's pretty neat. I like.
Oh yeah, there was some tires spinning.
Race car hits pit lane. There it is, green back in the air.
Everybody's black flag.
Couple drivers spinning the tires, coming up to speed.
Or anybody with a black flag.
The can wasn't one of them as he jumps right out in front.
Thank you. That's that drag racing we do in iRacing. That'll learn you how to do that. I love drag racing. On what track is that?
Jumping out of line into the
Sonoma.
fifth spot, trying to take that from Chris Mefford. Chris Mefford in the number 46 machine up in the 5th spot.
Rick on the
Rick.
back.
Slow down, Rick.
All right, man. Caution is out.
That's the
Caution is
stage.
out. Line up single
That
file.
one, the stage.
That sucks.
It's a hay car.
Now as we ride with the 46.
Even though I don't think we're doing stage points.
That'll be our
Chris
caution.
Mefford, you look at your screen here, it shows the 46. Oh, real loose. Tyndall having trouble off turn number 2, collecting other drivers.
Here you go,
Multiple
Mike.
truck or car incident for that matter. Neil Quick spun around. He gets contact. Tyndall initially the one to get sideways.
So yeah, take a look at it as we
Puts
go
us under
through.
yellow yet again.
That white line on the inside there, the apron is the inside lane, the track is the outside lane when it comes time.
Well, well, well.
Crap, they're wrecking under caution.
I'm sorry, Jason. She just didn't turn, man.
Try and get a look at it here, see what happened just a moment ago. It starts,
Oh,
like I said,
no.
Tyndall in the 8 machine.
Damn, they wrecked on the batch? Oh, no, what? That was coming out of the turn. Never mind. Okay, so the red car got
He's
loose.
down at the bottom, that old Rusty Wallace Miller Lite scheme. The blue deuce, as it were.
Pit road is now open.
Up top is the 8. That's Tyndall.
8 got
It's
real
loose
loose.
on exit.
A little loose. That's a lot of loose.
A bit, and he gets crossed up in front of these drivers. Sweeting's going to make some contact.
That's a self-spin.
Quick and just trying to avoid. I think he just turns hard right in front of Cobb, and it sends him up the racetrack into traffic.
Hit me, Brandon.
Pit box in 10.
D. Neal still trying to drive that thing to keep it from hitting anything else.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
Driver's still trying to scatter.
Lucky dog coming high.
Oh, Brandon had to back up. He lost a lot of time.
Situation here where
Oh,
going
no.
to take an opportunity to pit now. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this will become our comp
That's it,
caution.
go.
This is much closer, of course, to that lap 25 where we typically would have a comp caution.
Line up single file. Catch the 4 car.
Effort making a bit of a mistake on pit entry there.
Ooh, 89.77.
His pit box, that's in some time. Can's finished up with his pit work. He's going to be down and away.
That might not go 42.
See King out second. Chris Mefford will be
Yeah,
out
well,
third.
77. Yeah, we're running down to like 40, won't we?
Double driver stayed out here.
88 or 87, 81.
Caution, so we made the pit stop around lap 17 just a few 5 laps ago. Duke Quick, however,
You
he's
say 88, 87?
not made a pit stop.
87, 81.
Damn, that's good.
Except I used my fast repair already now.
Ooh, that is not good.
Nope. I was just minding my own business, riding the wall, and
Coming to the
old
tree,
Neely
right?
got wrecked and flew right up into me. I wasn't gonna risk. I had wheel damage. I was smoking. Like, gonna need it.
No, not yet. We're still figuring.
So
it out.
going back
Next
to what we
time
were
around.
talking about here a moment ago, just as the
All right,
caution
man, we're
came
going
back
green
out, you
next
see there's a
time, line.
44 on
Man,
the side
line up
of
on the inside row.
Chris Mefford's
On the green
machine.
now.
It's the wrong number. Typically he runs the 46, just an
Mine
oversight.
just switched over. I'm so
I'm sure
far
Chris
back
will
in
get
the
that squared before we get back at it here next week.
What's Duke doing?
pack. All right, catch up.
Past the 45. I'm at the end.
And we got Shane Irby in the IROC chat saying, go Bents number 27. Shane, thanks for checking in and saying hello.
Thank
We
you, Brian.
appreciate it.
You what's top, buddy?
While we're under
Here, Zach.
caution, let's make that special note here, folks.
77. You're behind the
Click the
34.
thumbs up, will you? That helps with quite a few
Ignore
things.
what
Most
I
importantly, it
hear.
pushes the
Whatever you
broadcast
choose,
and then
you
later
say.
on the video out to some wider audiences.
Sorry about that.
Get some
Brandon.
fresh eyeballs on the stream, on the channel, and of course on the IROC Challenge series as a
I
whole.
understand the rule. Sorry. Thanks, guys.
Got a good field here tonight at 27 cars, but Chris Wally and IROC, I'm sure, would take more. If anybody's
It'll
out
take
there
a minute.
looking
It's
for a
big.
solid league, IROC's been around a while. They know how to make this thing run. So as we get ready for a restart, see the
Well, I
pace
still
car
need to
lights are
drop to
out,
the
so half a lap
inside
away
behind
from
the
green
lowest
flag
line.
racing again. It'll be the 76 of Brent Butler on the front row in the top spot. To his outside, the
Should be
4
good.
of Nuke Quick.
Get ready.
Brent's at 6 lap
man.
old tires.
Pace cars in.
Nuke is on the original tires.
Green flag, green flag. Good job. The next car is the leader. The leader just did a 36.258. All right, man. You're back in second.
Pace car is in. Much better entry for the pace car here in Michigan than it is in Phoenix. Don't have to worry about hitting the pit wall. Green's back in the air. Butler with a good restart over Brian McCann. New Quick drops back a spot in third. Oh, Mefford a little loose off turn number 2. Gathers it, keeps away from the 22 at King. William Tyndall having a moment off of 2 as well. Quarter distance in the books as the field works out of turn number 4. Butler's going to lead him back to the stripe. Remember, he made a pit stop just prior to this caution on the previous caution that he was involved in. How quickly the tables have turned. Butler going from worst to first just like that.
Inside. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
Oh, he got hit.
Oh my. Get through here, get through here.
Butler hanging out now, but McCann with a big run to the outside down into turn number 1. Here comes Chris Mefford, Jesse King as well, but McCann is flying. Shout out McCann, but he gets into the back of the 76 of Butler. Butler chases it down the racetrack off turn number 2, saves the race car, but loses a ton of ground, and we got more trouble just ahead. Caution is out. Chris Mefford and the 22.
Kyle, was that you?
I figured somebody got too damn happy.
Was that you, Kyle? Yeah.
Could finally see
Somebody got the
We are under
the blue car of Brent Butler there in turn 1.
I think this may have started with Mefford, and
He was on old tires.
looks like he just got loose mid-corner and it's drove it right into the back of Butler,
I know I got your door pretty good.
which of course sent the 76 down the racetrack. He did a masterful job to save the race car. But let's try to get a slower look at this. Try and confirm exactly how it went down. This is a little after. Let's back it up. So watch the 44. That's Chris Mefford. Yeah, you can see it's already hung out. Right rear is already in the wind. So he's loose, trying to chase it down the racetrack, tries to correct, but he's got some momentum still. Just barely touches the 76 of Butler. Butler's going to go for a ride down the racetrack, man. He did such a great job. So many times you see him go right back up the racetrack and just into traffic in that instance. Here comes the 51. I think that black machine is Terzak. Yes, it is. A little bit of contact made there with King, gets him crossed up, and then more contact with Chris Mefford.
Oh, shoot, I picked outside, didn't I?
Then
No, wait, we're 2 to green. Never mind.
into the door of Jesse King. Big time hit for both drivers. Again, fast repair available. They're going to probably burn that here.
The spam bots are going crazy.
You been getting any racing up here?
Yeah, I was just like right beside that wreck. I was side by side when
That's here, and it looks
Kyle
like he
tagged
does
him.
not use that fast repair. He's going to try and get this thing fixed. Or he just might be done. I'm not sure.
Wait, did I say Casey? I meant
I just don't know
Brent.
if the guys maybe forget.
Brent Butler. How did he get back up to 6?
It doesn't get used.
Oh, he must have saved it and stayed in line. Okay.
Sometimes there's guys that just call it a night.
Oh yeah, he did. He wasn't the one who brought out the caution, but
Or at least as
So was that 2 separate wrecks then?
some wins.
yeah, pretty much a straightaway apart, almost a straightaway.
Field still behind the pace car here.
I couldn't tell if
Still on.
there was
10-4, Kyle.
some aftermath that created the second one, but yeah, everybody was back underway.
Right here. Inside or out, below the white line or above.
Again, as we said, Terzak in that black number 51. No sponsors on board the 51 this season, at least in this segment.
I'm going to forget that one of these times and choose the outside by accident.
Last season, season 8, they ran the late model stock, and he just
choose low.
completely dominated.
All right, let's bunch it back up.
Mirrors, you're back here between me and the 9.
That'll be fun at
You
Bristol.
were above the line, buddy.
Apparently he can't hear any of the situation.
So as we
But I'll try to
expected,
get in contact
on
with
the
him
one
so
to
he can
go.
hear us. He's got it all turned off.
Hey, you're right. I'm just being fun of you, bud.
Lap
Yeah, you
31
jumped
will
3
get the
rows.
restart.
Yeah, we're trying to contact him now.
Top 10 in various orders as they
What's going on?
jockey positions here. McCann, Turzak, Bentz, Schofield, Mike Cook,
I think
Brandon
Brian
Mefford,
McCann jumped
Steve
a few rows,
Durbin,
too.
Brent Butler, Beers, and Tyndall, your top 10.
But he knows better. We're just going to ELL him.
Looks like McCann's going to lead them back to green.
My car number. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Get ready. The pace car is in.
We got Corey D in the HBR TV chat. Says, go fast, turn left.
Green
All
flag,
right.
green flag. Good job, man. Now you're the leader.
It seems like a lot of these guys are having to turn right when they get out of the corners to keep it from coming all the way around. I do like when we turn right, though. Got some road racing coming up this season. Pace cars in. Barney with the green. Waves the flag. We're back underway for Michigan. McCann underpowered. Turzak times it decent. Not perfect, but decent. As the opportunity keeps it to the outside. Doesn't drop down below. McCann's going to switch it up, though. He's going to go way up the racetrack trying to dump the dirty air on the 54. Let's see. Work down into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, battle for the third spot, maybe fourth as well. Schofield to the outside of Brandon Mefford as they work on a 2. Mefford clears, gets in front of the 12. Mefford to fourth.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there.
Oh, Turzak putting pressure on Brian McCann for the race lead as the 51 comes to the bottom of the racetrack out of turn number 4, side by side, or at least partially. McCann not willing to tuck back in, back to the line.
There's a car on the low side.
McCann leads that lap, but will he lead the next one? And they're side by side with Turzak. Turzak still on the bottom of the racetrack.
Stay high.
I'll see you, Jeff.
Good job. The next car is the leader. The leader just
Yeah, trying to work the side draft. Might have been a little bit of contact there.
Still there. Stay high. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. Still there? Hold your line. Still there. Stay low. Still there.
And Turzak.
You're loose.
Spot for McCann.
Oh my goodness, that bottom is rough.
Stay low. There's a
McCann
car on
switches
the high
lanes,
side.
looks to the inside.
That bottom is rough.
Now you're
Back. Side by side, the battle continues.
Stay low.
Starting to become a repeat of the late model stock series we ran last season. These guys were at each other's throats all
clear,
season
all clear.
long. It continues now at Michigan Speedway. Side by side of the line. I don't know who led that lap. It says Turzak, but I don't know if it's right.
Sorry.
Still side by side as they battle into one. Meanwhile, the 27 of Casey Bentz is closed in as they continue to run side by side in front of them. Impressive considering the dirty air that's being created by those two cars that were running side by side. Down the backstretch, Turzak retakes the top spot, gets clear of McCann.
Good job. The next car is the leader.
Turzak planning ahead here, not letting McCann get back to the inside. We've seen many times this race already where the outside was the preferred lane, but McCann able to make it work on the bottom.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
McCann steps out of line in turn number 2. Sticks the nose to the inside of Kyle Turzak. Back into 3. We've got a side-by-side battle for the lead again.
Stay low.
How does it look from Casey Bentz's perspective as he runs in the third spot while these two fast, hot shoes at the front of the field exchange blows? Lap 36 up on the board. Casey Bentz just looking for an opportunity where these two make a mistake.
Still there. low. There's a car
Okay,
on the
we
high
go
side.
like this to finish.
They're clear now.
Hey, Wally, you were flashing just a
Stay
little
low.
bit.
Oh, real loses Benz again.
Oh, Kyle got loose on that one.
They're ugly yet again for the 27 of Benz. He hangs on to it though, maintains the third spot. But man, that was
I thought he was wrecking.
off turn number 4. While the battle for the race lead continues, Terzak trying to take full advantage of the outside momentum, does so and clears McCann off turn number 2. McCann not willing to go quietly, still just a few feet off the back bumper of the 51. Takes a peek again into turn number 3, not close enough to make a huge challenge. May have to tuck back in. Forward to Terzak once again. McCann taking a peek to the bottom. Terzak trying to close the door.
The leader just did a 40.561.
Now keep in mind, folks, Terzak started 23rd here tonight.
That's the wall.
I don't know if is that for a lack of
Yeah, hit that wall.
run, but did not take him long as we're still about 12 laps shy of halfway to get to the front. Past a lot of cars to get there. Brent Butler in the 8th spot, starting to work his way back through, battling with the 16 of Michael McDonald. Butler taking a peek, drops it to the bottom here at start finish. Side by side for a moment. We'll see if McDonald can carry the momentum through 1 and 2, or if Butler can clear. So Butler gets around the 16 to McDonald, moves him up into the 7th spot, right where he started. Butler's been doing a great job here tonight. Had some bad luck there earlier on in the race, brought out our first caution. Or was it the second? Now I've already lost. Either way, he's had some struggles, but he's rebounded every time. Led some laps right after that incident. Now he's back into the top 10. Now looking for 6th from Tim Schofield. Around the outside here, might have it done. And he does. Clear off turn.
That right here. How many laps we got left here? 27? Oh my goodness.
Event, this will be for the 3rd spot. Ryan McCann taking a peek to the bottom again, but doesn't quite have the momentum, the run that he was able to have about 5-6 laps ago. Maintains his position about a car length off the back bumper of the 51 of Kyle Terzak. Meanwhile, Casey Bentz all over the 3. He gets any closer, he's really going to start to loosen up that 3 car. Out of turn number 2, they're still okay. Bentz way up the racetrack, trying to stay off the wall. He does so, but that's going to slow his pace just a bit. Open the door for Brandon Mefford for the 3rd position. 83 machine to the inside, down into turn 3.
Yes, sir.
Mefford slides it up the racetrack in front of the 27, takes the 3rd spot from Casey Bentz. Bentz thought about dropping to the bottom to retake it, but thinks better of it. Stays in line behind Mefford.
Car on the high side.
Meanwhile, Butler and Mike Cook battling for position. Butler to the outside, Cook on the bottom in the Yoo-hoo machine.
Stay low.
Love me a little Yoo-hoo and rum.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
You know, you know. Ben's trying everything he's got to get clear of Brandon Mefford, but he keeps hanging that right rear into the wind. He's going to burn that thing off. It's just going to amplify the problem if he keeps doing that.
Stay low.
Only abuse the tires so much before they stop cooperating.
Still there.
Oh, Ben's real loose on the 2 yet again, but stays alongside Mefford. And now we got a battle for the lead again with McCann and Turzak. Top 4 side by side, all trying to battle for their spots. Ben's real loose, has to chase it up the racetrack, but he slides up in front of Mefford. Off turn number 4 and takes the spot back. Crossover possibly coming from Mefford as they get back to start finish. Also, the lead changing hands. McCann and Turzak side by side. Yet again, in some contact. As they get down into turn number 1, McCann bounces off the left door of the 51. Both drivers stay in it. Meanwhile, this side-by-side battle, while it's super exciting, it does make them run a little bit slower. It's allowed Brent Butler to reel both the top 4, all 4 of the top 4 in to become part of this battle. He's right to the back bumper of Casey Bentz. We still have battles in the top 4.
All clear, all clear. Outside. Still there. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Clear, Zach, all the way to
Turzak leads that one. Bentz and Mefford still side by side as well. Great racing here at the front of the field. Might have been some more contact with McCann and Turzak. Little tire smoke from the 3. He doesn't lift either. He's still in it off turn number 2.
Don't listen to him, Doug. He won't.
Turzak now finally clear of McCann, at least for the time being.
See?
Mefford the same with Bentz, but Bentz going back to the whip to the top side here to see if we can do anything with the 83. Butler just running in line here to see what these drivers are capable of and what it's going to take to get around them.
Outside.
Turzak driving in his mirror here, just waiting for a move from Brian McCann, propped to the inside, maybe a preemptive block, just assuming that the run was going to come from the 3. It wasn't there.
Stay low.
Real loose on exit of 4 for the 51 of Turzak, though, chasing up the racetrack and slows the advantage of McCann, but McCann has the run. He gets to the inside. Will we see contact again into turn 1? So far, so good. McCann not quite clear. Now he is. See if he can maintain it on the exit of turn number 2, or will Turzak have to run this time? Butler out of line, looking for some positions here to the inside of Bentz. Casey Bentz looking to the high side on Butler. Nothing doing there. Butler way up the racetrack himself. Not quite as far as Mefford was. Mefford almost scraping some paint off the right side of his car. Still out front, though, Brian McCann. And starting to put some distance between
me and Kyle.
51, about 2 car lengths.
Bunch of good laps racing there.
Back in second. Brandon Mefford 3rd. Butler 4th. And Casey Bentz now 5th.
Outside. Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Some lap traffic coming into play. Matt Kopp on the top side of that black number 50. Slightly off pace. Get Kopp involved in an incident here earlier on. Last lap for McCann, only 0.02 of a second faster than second place Kyle Turzak. It's kind of what we've come to expect out of these two drivers, so evenly matched at so many places. Though as they cross the stripe here to put us past halfway here from Michigan Speedway, 100 laps in the books. I'm sorry, 100 miles, that is, in the books. We're going to step aside, get a break out of the way. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.
Oh, Kyle lost it.
All right, man. Halfway this time by.
I met Marcos Garza when
Getting loose.
for St. Jude.
Used up my stuff.
We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
This has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I'm not sure. That's what I'm wondering. Not sure when we're pitting. And Brent's catching me, looks like. He's fast. Of course, I had to burn my stuff up racing Kyle too, so maybe I'm good. As long as you don't pass me before we pit. He's there though. Tire's getting weak. We only got 30 laps on them.
Yeah.
Back at Michigan Speedway, the IROC Challenge Series, Segment 2, race number 1 in progress. Brian McCann still out in front, now over Brent Butler in second. Kyle Turzak slipping back to the 6th position while we were away. So new top 5 is McCann, Butler, Brandon Mefford, Chuck Sweeting, and Casey Benz.
I'm falling off too far.
Following back up on Chris Mefford, he did rejoin the race.
That was a lot better for turn 1.
On the lead lap, he is back.
I did something different that time.
Still some time to go. Caution would certainly help the 44 get caught up to the field.
Hell, it helped on that turn too. Oh my goodness. That's how you do it.
McCann with a healthy lead now, 6/10 back to the 76 of Butler.
I didn't quite hit it that time.
Third, Sweeting right there, car length and a half, maybe 2 off the back of the 83. Casey Benz again still in 5th. Garrett Johnston, though, up into that 6th spot. Johnston started 5th. He's got a mirror full of Kyle Turzak. Turzak hanging that thing out in the wind, too. Checking on Jesse King back in the 9th spot. Remember, Jesse was involved in the second caution of the night. Pretty significant impact, but he's got some repairs made.
Lose some on the straightaway.
He's still chasing it up the racetrack himself, but back into the top 10, trying to charge back towards the front. Neil Quick the same. Neil in 9th in the number 2 Miller Lite machine.
Wow. Wow, we got 35 laps on him.
Change for position in 3rd as Sweeting gets alongside Befford. He's clear. Sweeting that black and green number 57. No sponsors, no stickers, no nothing on the side of that machine. Running strong though. Again, he started 24th here tonight. Now finds himself inside the top 3. Effort trying to hang out in the 4th position. He's got Casey Benz pressuring. Benz now to the inside of the 83. This is off turn number 4.
No. Ooh.
Benz doesn't have enough there. Has to tuck back in line. Sniff a draft off the 83. Loses a few car lengths now. It's about 3 back to Benz.
It wasn't tight, but I knew if I got off a tight, it was going to be so loose I couldn't control it.
And still holding a 5 to 6/10 of a second advantage over the 2nd place machine of Brent Butler. Meanwhile, Garrett Johnston has decided to take to pit lane. This pit's
turn 4 is gnarly
conditions. A little bit of nose damage on the 15. I don't know if that's new or if that's been there, but he misses the pit box, has to back up, loses some.
People starting to dive in.
Has to repair.
You see who?
Outside tires on. Going to be a slow stop here for Johnston, as he did have a little bit of a mistake getting into the box. Pops the jack, and we wait.
I think Kyle went in. Yeah, Kyle went in.
Now he's still waiting here. He may have a penalty to worry about here. Pit stop was about 18 seconds, so we end up with a 58-second stop. Well, there's your 40-second stop and hold. We'll go check that later, but pit stop's underway.
I'm going to go one more.
Flag condition, the 27 events comes down. So does Mike McDonald, Kyle Turzak, Zach Kleek, Todd Kleek. Garrett Johnston still sits in his box. More tires and fuel for Benz. Garrett Johnston drops the jack. He heads back out. 57.20. So yes, it was a 40-second stop and hold. A 17.2-second stop with the mistake missing the box, but also looks like speeding on entry or unsafe entry. Hard to tell. Other drivers in. 2nd place, Brent Butler, Neil Quick, Schofield, Cook, Durbin, and Benefield.
34.
Not my best entry, but we'll take it.
Pit box in 10.
Another driver missing the box there. I think that might have been the 42 of Steve Durbin. Yes, it was. Had to back it up. That's going to cost him just a second or two. Now the race leader, Brian McCann, pulls it down pit lane. Chuck Sweeting, who is second.
71.40. 71.40.
At the top spot. He'll likely be next to hit
65.50.
All right, that's it. Go. Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
50 settings, 50 settings.
The leader is pitting now.
Almost lost it on my out lap. Dang it.
And 4 tires, fuel, quick stop, 1482 for the 3. Now Brandon Beffert
All clear, all clear.
makes a hard left off turn 4 into pit road. At this stage of the game with 100% fuel load, I think these drivers should be good to go to the end. I don't necessarily know what the fuel window is tonight.
Outside.
Beffert in the pit box.
Next car is the leader.
Nice clean entry.
Stay low. All clear, all
As
clear.
always, he's got Zoe's Place Child Advocacy Center on the hood of that Camaro. 4 tires, fuel from Effort. Sunoco race fuel has gone in. He drops the jack 1483, a lightning fast stop from Effort. He's back in the mix. Now Chris Wally takes over the top spot. Wally made a pit stop at lap 22. He's been able to stretch it quite a while.
Car,
If Wally
75
comes down,
has
no,
taken
he's
the
going to
lead.
stay out of the racetrack here for another trip around Michigan Speedway. Trying to go as far as he can on a full load of fuel.
Good job, man. You're up to
Knowing that this could potentially be his last stop of the race if he comes down to make it here shortly and loses connection. That's always scary. But this would give Wally the freshest set of tires if he waits till the bitter end. There's only a few drivers left to pit. That's Chris Wally, Chris Meffert, Larry Bruner. Now, Chris Meffert made a stop at lap 29. That was fuel and tires, so he can certainly stretch it a little bit longer. He runs second now, but if we go green all the way to the end and Chris makes his final pit stop here onto the green flag later than everybody else, yeah, he'll lose some track position in the meantime, but he'll gain a lot of that back. Wally's still out on the racetrack, stays out yet again.
Ooh. Didn't like that.
The leader is pitting now.
Wally keeping the car down low to the racetrack here. He's going to make that left turn finally here, come to pit lane.
Car 46 has taken the lead. You're back in third.
Larry Bruner's going to follow suit as well as the 44 comes down pit lane. Now this is the true 44 of Larry Bruner. Bruner, Wally has to back up in his box as well. Bruner into his box clean. Well, that puts Chris Meffert out to the point. Back out in front. The race lead. He's had struggles early on. Finds himself out front yet again. Lap 70 on the board, so 31 to go. He needs to make one more stop before he can call it a day. He's going to lose a bunch of ground here because, again, the second place machine McCann's only 11.5 seconds back right now. Yeah, they had 3 sets of tires over the wall tonight, so they've got some tires to work with if needed.
All clear, all clear. The leader just did a 41.5.
Might see Meffert come down now.
He touched
on the yellow line. Nope, stays out. Now, I will say this, though. Look at the tire differential as far as Meffert and McCann. McCann came down in pit lap 64. Meffert pit lap 29. Both drivers took 4 tires at that point in time. Now, Meffert's last lap, 41.59. Over a whole second slower than Brian McCann. Again, Brian on fresher tires, so that's why he's catching him.
Pit road is closed. Catch the 75 car. Catch the 25
Interesting.
car.
Some ground here to the 88 machine.
Chris Meffert, man,
the bottom of the racetrack.
gamble paid off.
Oh, contact at 20.
Oh no, he pitted.
Hard impact into the wall. He got a yellow that he didn't want.
Oops.
Well, because of him.
Oh, he was the yellow.
Yellow would have been great for the 44 if he could make the pit stop in that instance, but he's involved in this one.
That sucks.
What he wanted. Now, I got to ask, or at least make a comment here, he may have not used that fast repair early on. Remember, he was in the pits for quite a while, managed to stay on the lead lap, so this still
taking tires here?
A coffin nail for the 46.
I am. Never know. May not get another chance.
Interesting issue there, though, but this
got 8 laps, and that 8 laps makes a difference.
In his favor. There's still a lot of cars on the lead lap. He's going to be one of the only ones to make a pit stop here for tires in this circumstance, but he won't lose anywhere near the track position he would have.
Let the 75 car by. He had
to make that pit stop under green. Now the question is, does he have that fast repair? That's going to be the deciding factor, is if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Chris Mefford.
Some took it. Kyle took it.
Car 75 got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside. Pit road is closed.
Mefford's going to come down. Terzak's going to pit as well. I think Terzak knows he's got a set of tires and he needs to do all he can to get back up there.
It could, in fact, work.
46 here of Chris Mefford.
We go green, it will.
That number 44/46 Titan machine. Is he not going to fix it? Right side tire change. Man, I really don't think he used the fast repair earlier. Definitely not using it now. Tough break. This might be.
Brandon came out 5th.
Fortunately, Terzak down and away. He put 4 tires on. Maybe his last set. He's shown in 17th, so he's going to have some work to do. We may have the restart here with about 25 laps to go. Not saying it's impossible. Anybody can do.
So what you're saying is I still got 88 to play with.
What line I want to be in.
All right, coming to the choose again.
Probably inside, I'm guessing. With fresh tires.
Trying to go through the field here. Brian McCann, your race leader. Then it's Brent Butler, Chuck Sweeting, Casey Bentz, Brandon Mefford. That's your top 5. Mike McDonald in 6th. 7th is Neil Quick.
Gonna follow Terzak.
8th, 9th, Mike Cook. William Tyndall, 10th. Steve Durbin runs in the 11th position. 12th is Doug Wysocki.
If iRacing tells them to go to the rear, then they go
13th
to the rear.
position, Adam Benefield.
Line.
Josh Mears, 14th. 15th, Josh Nilgis. Zachary Cleek is 16th. Terzak, 17th. Tim Schofield is 18th. 19th is Todd Cleek. 20th belongs to Chris Wally. 21st position right now is Newt Quick. 22nd is Chris Mefford. He may have lost a lap right now. 23rd, Larry Bruner, Garrett Johnston, 24th, Matt Kopp, 25th, Grady Ray, 26th, Josh Funkhauser, 26th, and out of the race. The base car lights are out, so next time by, we'll get the restart. It'll be 26 laps to go. We go back to green.
That's the wrong button.
Oh, Brian's pitting. Wait.
Something doesn't look right here. Punch him up, punch him up.
I took 5 here, only.
The field's starting to double back up here as we approach turn 3. Drivers trying to get squared away in the back of the pack. They might wave this one off.
Get ready.
Jump a lot in the back.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. There you go, man. You're now the leader.
So here we go. It'll be lap 75 when we take the restart here. 26 laps remain. McCann leads him down. Butler to the outside. Green flag back in the air. McCann on the throttle. Well, reaction for Butler as it opens door for the 57 of Sweeting. Sweeting to the inside, looking for that second spot.
Unless you're avoiding a wreck.
Okay, no one wants the black 51 on that restart.
So McCann with a big lead down the back straightaway, half a second plus back to Butler and Sweeting as they're still side by side for second. Mefford going to think about taking that spot back from Casey Benz, but here's what the deal quick. Quick with the number 2, Blue Deuce to the inside. Brandon Mefford as they work off turn number 4. Has to tuck back in, but no, stays there to the bottom. Going to try and snip the draft off Sweeting. Benz switches lane. He goes to the inside, trying to avoid the attack from Brandon Mefford. Crosses back up, blocks the run from the 83. .25 laps to go here for Michigan Speedway. Brian McCann out in front, a big lead thus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Half a second over the 57 of Chuck Sweeting. Battle for third is on Casey Benz. And
I just got to hold it.
Brandon Mefford going to take advantage. He's going to jump the inside as well. If Benz gets clear of those.
Driver behind me is catching me, but I'm also trying to save.
To the inside.
They're going to catch me anyway, regardless, because of draft.
24 to go. Close quarters battle between the 83 and the 76 through turns 1 and 2. Mefford on the bottom, Butler up top. Mefford keeps it pinned. Butler slips up the racetrack just a bit. It's going to open the door enough for Mefford to go up and clear Brent Butler. So move Mefford up to 4th. McCann was running away, but no longer. Sweeting has reeled him back in. They're on equal footing as far as tires are concerned. Top 2, it's McCann and Sweeting. It's about a 10.5 between the two of them.
Come on, Jim.
Yeah, 10-4.
Mefford about a car length, maybe a half in front of the 57 of Sweeting as we come to 22 laps remaining. Kind of the same scenario back 3rd and 4th between Benz and Mefford. Mefford with a run off of 4, had nowhere to go with it. Jumps to the high side to try and see what he can pick up. Butler in the tire tracks of Brandon Mefford. Big wiggle from Benz again. We've seen this a bunch here tonight. Interesting, it's all driving style for what's causing this. We're running a fixed setup, so it's not that the 27 is just looser than everybody else. It's just a matter of how they're getting in and out of the corner. Benz now running in 4th, Mefford up to 3rd. Butler now pounding on the back door of the 27. Meanwhile, out front for the race lead, that battle's still hot and heavy. Sweeting trying to find an avenue to go around the 3, but it hasn't presented itself just yet. We continue to watch the battle between Benz and Butler. Butler to the outside, turn number 2.
Oh, now I wish I would have waited.
Spot 76 had a big run off of turn number 2, but now Benson battling back into turn number 3. He drives it in deep into the bottom of the racetrack here, stays alongside Butler, and the caution comes out.
Now you'll have the 8-lap advantage.
Tyndall in front in this one.
Before I say anything.
Multiple drivers involved.
I won't.
And with 20 laps to go, we're under yellow yet again.
Check it on my backstretch.
Yeah, I'm a little loose out of 4.
In this, I believe he certainly burned a faster pair early on. This one might be it for the 22. Let's try and get a look, see what happened. Contact with King and Tyndall.
Pit road is now open.
I don't know which car is which on that replay.
Watch this again here. I want to try and go onto the roof cam at Tyndall and see how it looks from his perspective. This is on board.
Well, Tyndall was on the bottom.
See King to the bottom.
No, wait. Tyndall, never mind. Opposite of what I said.
And Tyndall just comes down about 1 tread width of the tire. But they were so tight.
Neil staying out.
They make contact. The hood blows off the 8 machine.
Pit boxing 10. 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Big time hit for the 22.
A little too far forward.
But this is going to bring a lot of drivers down pit lane.
Reminder, if there are two cars that come together,
Neil's on 18 lap
there's
tires.
an opportunity to
Of course,
claim
Brian
that
McCann
caution.
from the lead. He's going to come down to the pit.
Post-race review.
I lost some spots on that one.
But through all that, Neil Quick stays
2
out.
spots.
He inherits the top spot.
Oh, no.
Zach stays out. Schofield.
No.
So does Todd
It's
Cleek.
going to be a race off now.
Quick. So your new top 6 going to be out there on older tires. We're running about lap 81 here. Give you the lap of when they pit last. Neil Quick came down at lap 63. Kyle Turzak was 72. Same for Tim Schofield. Same for Todd Cleek. Chris Wally was lap 68. And Nuke Quick was also lap 72. So that's not that they have terribly old tires, but they are older. By a matter of about 9 laps, let's say 8 if we're going to factor in the yellow.
Past the 8, past the...
We're going to see how much fall off there really is between 8-lap tires and fresh tires. We go back green flag racing here momentarily. With that, we're going to take a very short break. Get a word from, well, you're just going to watch it. Stay with us.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the inside row. Catch the 57 car.
All right, once you pass, you can bunch them up now.
Go by me, 9.
So we operate still behind the pace car.
Thank you, AU.
We will be talking to Josh
Track
post-race.
Limits Network.
Nobody's there. We get communication.
A little bit of a teaser,
and,
folks, but we'll just kind of fill
left
you in a
field.
little bit here. Track Limits Network, a new broadcast network coming to a familiar league. Coming.
That's Schofield out front with Neil Quick.
Stay tuned for
Yeah,
more
Neil
details.
took the outside line, so he's got much older tires.
As the
Well,
balance of
9 laps.
2024 unfolds. Some big changes going on here at
See what happens.
So as you can see here at the front,
Could be anybody's game at this point.
Schofield will be on the front row as we get ready for a restart here momentarily. And it's Kyle Turzak, Chris Walling, Todd Cleek, Chuck
Ninth on the outside.
Brandon Mefford, Brian McCann, Brent Butler. That's going to be
We're
the
going to send it right up the middle.
pit stop. It took 4 tires. The first one out there on front rubber, it's the 57, Chuck Sweeting. Then you go down in position,
All right,
do
man.
quick on
Big
older
car
tires,
there.
only by about 9 laps. But then
What a slowdown.
point speed, 83 of Brandon Mefford, and Brian
Green
McCann,
flag,
pretty much
green flag.
everybody else south down the order from there on fresh rubber.
43.33, 3 wide.
Field
you're in
in
the
turn
middle.
4,
Clear
pace
What a
up,
restart.
2 wide.
Down
Clear
the pit
low,
road.
clear low.
Oh, I forgot the black flags got cleared.
Green flag in the air. Schofield trying to side draft
one
already, or
outside.
just trying to get the attention of the drivers to his outside.
There's a car on
But
the
side
high
by side, they run down into turn number 1. Schofield
Stay
and
low,
Quick.
there's a car
Schofield with a
on the high
nose out in front of the 2 as they barrel down into turn number 1.
Clear high,
Turzak
clear
runs
high.
third. Change of position already as the 57, using up them fresh tires right out of the gate. Into the 4th spot, off turn
Got
number
one
2.
outside.
3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Race lead. Turzak to
clear,
the
all
inside.
clear.
I started watching more of what they were doing than what I was doing.
Wide. They
I lost it.
now down into turn 3.
Oh,
Clear,
no.
all clear.
That's the race right there. That
Stay
cost
low,
us.
there's a car on the high side.
Jackson will slip on the racetrack, then block the
Still
door.
there.
Schofield and Sweeting on the charge. He gets to the inside off turn number 4. Now we're 3 wide
there.
again here at the line.
Stay low.
Sweeting taking full advantage of the fresh Goodyears underneath that number 57 Camaro as he wiggles the back of the car off turn number 2. Maintains the top spot. Turzak
All clear,
second.
all clear.
3rd is Mefford. 4th is Quick, and 5th.
Yeah, that didn't work out so hot.
You dig it, man. You're in top 10. Got one outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide. outside. You're too wide there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
15 laps
outside.
remain here for
Too wide
Michigan
there.
Speedway. Chuck Sweeting out
Outside.
in
Too wide
front.
there.
On second. Brandon Mefford now
Alan,
third.
over here, no
Battle
word about
continues
the
for that
bike
second
race.
spot. Mefford looking to the outside of Turzak
one
off turn
outside.
2. They make contact. Loosens up to
What's gonna
51
yellow?
big time, but he saves it. How did everybody get through that one?
Still there.
Unbelievable driving by all involved. But the race continues.
Get back to
Schofield
second.
jumps up to second.
Stay low.
McCann into third. He's got fresh tires. He's going to start to hunt the front himself.
All clear, all clear.
Sweeting out to the biggest advantage we've seen all day, over 1.1 seconds. Back to now Brian McCann in second. Schofield third. Bentz and Cook the top 5. That switches already. Cook up to 4th, side by side with Bentz. Sweeting just able to cruise for now, but he's got a big-time hornet's nest in the rear view mirror. Mike Cook at the 85 here, chasing the race car, very loose appearing through turns 1 and 2.
Caution is out. Line up single file.
That helps me on that gap to him, at least. That was one heck of an almost wreck on a backstretch. You couldn't see anything on my front screen. I was having to watch out of my right.
Brandon Mefford up the racetrack into this.
We were like 5 wide when I went below the apron and passed.
Tim Schofield involved, so is Michael McDonald. Yellow coming out with 13 to go. He just ran out of room up the racetrack, was trying to chase it.
Catch the 57 car.
We'll get another look at it right now. Just wasn't clear. Gets into the 12 off of 4.
It's on them to catch up.
Timmy was as high as he could get there. Nowhere else for him to go except into the fence.
Pit road is
Tim,
now.
are you going to be able to make it up here?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh, looks like Schofield got in the wall before contact was even made.
Big wreck.
So that's going to help Brian McCann pretty significantly here. Brian won't have to use up his stuff to reel in the 57. He gets that benefit with the caution coming out. But he has a very fast Casey Bentz in.
Pit road is closed.
They also got Mike Cook, Kyle Turzak in the mix as well. Again, looking at the top 4, though, they all have fresh tires. Now here comes Neil Quick and Schofield. So is Chris Wally and others going to come down and pit here, whether it's repairs or tires.
Let the 8 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
So this should set us up for a restart with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, I'm going to pick whatever Chuck doesn't.
And all getting a wave around right now.
Yeah, I want to be on that front row. See if I can outshift them.
Chuck Sweeting, your current leader, started 24th. Strong run here tonight. Again, not 100% sure with Sweeting. Did he take a qualifying lap or did he opt not to? See if we can get any indication on that. So Sweeting, yeah, no time for the 57. Did not qualify, but he is locked into the field nevertheless. In fact, there was 5 drivers that didn't take a time. Turzak, Sweeting, Wysocki, Funkhauser, and Cobb.
Neil, do you have the Jaws music playing in the background?
That's 51.
So once again here, we're going to see a choose. We're going to see if Sweeting goes high or low from the top
Line up on the
spot.
outside row now.
All right, bunch them up.
And we got 10 laps.
You coming, Nuke?
So as we expected, 10 laps to go will be the restart here. It'll be Chuck Sweeting on the bottom, Brian McCann the outside. Row 2 it'll be Casey Bentz, And then the 85 of Mike Cook. Kyle Turzik.
Thank you, AU.
There in row 3. Steve Durbin in the 42. It's actually the... Trying to get a look here. Durbin in the 42. Then Zachary Kleek in the 77. And then we have Josh Mears in the 36. And then the 88 of Jason Nilgis. That's your top 10 as we get ready for the restart.
The pace car is in.
This race, folks, stick around. Don't go far.
Good
Get
job.
our
The next
top
car is
three
the leader.
relatively
Pit road is
quickly.
now open. The leader just did a 43.15.
Be shorter commercials this time as long as everybody gets side questions quickly. We got a race to settle first.
Still
Pace
there.
car is in, coming back to the line. Green flag will be in the air, and we'll have 10 laps to go. Sweeting on the gas, Brian McCann the same, but not a great reaction out of the 3. He's going to have to get that 27 of Casey Benz as they work down into turn number 1.
Say hi.
Hey, Will, you do that again, I'm going to park you.
All clear, all clear.
My bad.
Oh. Loose. Not good.
All right, man, caution is out.
A little bit
Caution is
better.
out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Let the 8 car by.
I tried to stay off of you, Matt.
Somebody get turned there. I heard it over the radio. About to happen.
Chris Wally in trouble off turn number 4. So is Matt Cobb. 75 in the 50 off turn number 4.
I didn't mean to touch you on the backstretch. I thought I had it.
So Larry Bruner picks up a piece of this. So does the 25 machine.
Yeah,
that's Grady Ray.
I know. I've seen it.
Caution number 7 here with 9 laps to go.
Caution and take that yellow.
Take a peek, shall we?
Pit road is now open.
I think it's already underway here. So we'll watch the 50 of Matt Kopp. Looks like he's chasing the race car a bit. Lost a lot of momentum, which allows Chris Wally to close the gap. Wally tries to go outside. I don't know if they made contact or not. It's hard to say. But Kopp gets upset here. He's going to lose the back of the car, and Wally does the same. I don't know if it's contact related or not. It could have been.
Oh, yeah.
Bruner goes
So
up.
Wally and Matt
Gets crossed
spun
up.
at the same time, but it's not clear if contact was made.
And Bruner comes down and clips Grady Ray.
Can the 44 needs a black clear?
Caution number 7. Got 8 laps to go now. And interestingly enough, Casey Bentz was in front of the 3 of McCann at the time of caution. So Bentz will jump up into that second spot. That'll give Brian McCann the inside starting position here, depending on what he chooses. Again, Mike Cook filling us in here earlier on in the race about a choose line tonight, choose rule. Really cool to see that implemented, at least by this series. Would love to see it added by iRacing and make it an official thing. I understand there may be some hesitation with that just because it could create some significant chaos as far as, oh, I didn't know. And now you get the black flag. Not as big of a deal in league racing, but in officials really could sour some people, I think. But I still think it should be added.
ELL, because I'm so used to
At least made as an option.
For me? Oh.
That'd have been cool.
Make it part of the A class. Officials only.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the inside row.
So I don't know. I think we should get the one to go this time. So 6 laps remain when we take the green flag yet again. That should help us get it settled. But aggression level is up. Cautions breeding cautions. We might not be done seeing the yellow flag. You never know.
Mears, I think he chose the outside.
So with that, Benz gives up the second position to take the bottom lane.
We'll correct it.
It's going to open up the front row now for Brian McCann.
Somebody not hearing us in chat, so they're like, what the heck is going on? Why are these cars bullying me around on the
he's been a strong runner
pace laps here.
But as loose as he's been in that race car, I don't know if you want to be down low. Got to put more wheel into it to get the car to turn because it's a shorter radius on the bottom of the racetrack. But maybe there's more grip. Again, I'm not in the race car. I don't know. But from this perspective up here in the booth, I don't know if I'd want the bottom, at least in his position.
Get ready. All right, man. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. You got one inside. All right, you're back in second. Still there.
Pace car is in. We're ready for the restart here. Barney with green in hand. We approach the restart zone. There we are. Green flag called for. It waves. We're back underway. Duck Sweeting on the throttle here again. A little bit of a repeat of the last restart. Battle between second place Brian McCann and Casey Betts there in the 27. Brandon Mefford works to the outside of Mike Cook in the 85.
Dude, you're garbage.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single
You just
file.
fucking came up in front of me, dude.
5 to go at the line.
Ooh, what a stop.
We're in a podium position.
Sweeting leads them into 3 and 4. Ben's
I don't think this is looking too good for us here.
Third. Brandon Mefford, Mike Cook rounding out the top 5. The line will be 5 laps to go, but the yellow is out again. Chris Mefford in trouble. Been a tough afternoon for the 46/44 of Chris Mefford. Definitely some damage to the rear of that machine. See what happened here to Mefford just a moment ago. Gets into William Tyndall again up the racetrack and just barely missing the 34. Hard impact driver's side.
Pit road is now open.
I don't know how he missed. Well, maybe he didn't miss Wysocki because the 34 got a little loose off of exit. Just barely touching the back of his car. So I'll be willing to bet that's all she wrote for Chris Mefford tonight.
Pit road is closed.
So now let's try it again here. We should get a restart with 3 laps to go.
Car 50. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Lucky dog, hi.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to step aside, get a short break out of the way. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I look like netcode on the broadcast. I didn't turn down Indy.
That outside line right off the go is tough too. Yeah. He's seen it twice.
Let the 50 car by. He had the position when the yellow
He'll take it a third. Fortunately, track position is king right now. Send it, Kyle.
Don't worry, William. Maybe next race you can finish in front of me.
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full service in-house brokerage, drop lot facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all from manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana.
I love
Spartan Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC
All right, man,
series.
we're going green
Kyle
next time
Steffens,
by.
UMP
All right, man,
modified
line
and
up on
Silver
the
Crown
inside
driver,
row.
and Gordy Gundaker, World of Outlaws late model. Visit us at spartan-logistics.net. Find us on Facebook.
All right, bunch them up.
Kyle, I don't know what just happened. I just blacked out for like that whole pace
Get
lap
away,
there.
Neil.
No, Neil. Dang it.
What's Brandon back there doing? Man, if I could just get a start here.
Doug
Chuck
and
would
Will
just miss a
next to each
gear
other
or
should
something.
be
Come on.
Back at Michigan Speedway Field, about a half lap away from going back to green flag racing. We have 3 to go right now, so we're going to get a natural green-white checkered out of this. This does not count towards our allotment of 3 green-white checkered finishes. So we're going to try it here naturally first, see where it takes us. On the front row, it'll be Chuck Sweeting again, then Brian McCann.
Green flag, green flag.
Sweeting going to take the inside line yet again. McCann up top, then row 2, it's Bence and Brandon Mefford.
All right, man, you're back in second. 2 to go this time by.
Pace car is in, approaching the restart zone. Late in the zone, Sweeting goes. McCann drops right down to the inside here, tucks in behind Sweeting. Bence running in third. Mefford taking a peek to the outside for the 3rd spot.
That's what you Neil.
Ooh.
Just got the white flag.
Down the back straightaway here, a lap and a half more to go. Now the 42 with Steve Durbin taking a look to the outside on Brandon Mefford. Nothing doing there. McCann trying to hold off Bence for the 2nd spot. Sweeting well in control, crosses the stripe. Final lap, white flag in the air. McCann not worried about the race lead right now. He's trying to hold off Casey Bence. Bence real loose in the middle of 1 and 2. We've seen that all afternoon long, but off turn number 2, does everybody get it to stick?
Couldn't do it. 2nd place. Whee!
A lap away from completion. Sweeting into turns 3 and 4. McCann a 10.5 back, just a car length plus. Back to the 3 of McCann. Does he have enough? I don't think so.
But you did it.
Off turn number 4 for the final time. The 57 is Sweeting. Started 24th, and he's going to take the checkered flag. Sweeting wins at Michigan.
Can't do that to myself, though. Come on.
McCann finishes 2nd. Casey Bence comes home in the 3rd spot.
Good win, Chuck.
He wouldn't do that. You came
Wrong
up.
run out of the 57 to Chuck Sweeting.
Thanks, guys.
Good
What,
race.
Caution, helping a lot there, King.
Yeah, man, good race.
Comes in, congratulates.
I don't know. We'll see if I'm on next week or not. I'm gonna be traveling, but might get the VR headset on.
Sounds good. Let me know.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Hey, you have a good one. Thank you.
Neil, you drove through me a little bit right there, dude.
Sweeting with some donuts. Now it looks like he's going to take a Polish victory lap.
Well, say what do you want to say?
Or will he?
I was on the
No,
bottom.
he's just going to do his burnouts, head right back down to pit lane and call it a day.
I was in front of you when you hit me. Like half of my bumper was in front of you.
Getting parks in the pits here. We're going to step aside, get a short break out of the way. We'll have our top 3 finishers up in the broadcast booth after this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
But all right.
Should have been that way, Brian. I think you probably had it until this caution started coming on.
Well, then just quit racing. Save us all the time, bud.
Hey, how's it going? Good race, man.
All right.
Thanks, man.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Will, are you watching a replay, bud?
Are you watching the replay?
You fucking changed lanes from the middle of the track down in front of me. I was there. Get in my car, watch it. And I was there.
What's Neil talking about?
But I'm coming to the line. I'm racing for a win. You cut down. You changed lanes and went from the outside. What lap is this?
Neil, I love you, man. Good run, buddy.
I don't see anywhere he wrecked. Here, maybe? He'll start it dropping off, though. That was the 8. Oh. That was the 8, and who is that? Jesse. Came down into him. Well, too bad. Hold on, let's see if we can get a chase here. Yeah, King was okay. I see right there. King went in wide, and I believe was pushing the front right here.
Back at Michigan Speedway, race 1 of segment 2 of the IROC Challenge Series in the books. Chuck Sweeting from 24th position taking home. We're going to pull the driver.
King was a little high on that one.
Broadcast booth, get a word with the driver of that 57 machine. Black and green machine, that's all there is to it.
It looked like he was pushing.
In the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
It's going well, sir. Congratulations, man. A 24th starting position here tonight. Drove it through the field to the point. Once you got out front, never looked back. Brian McCann was there, but couldn't put the charge on to get around you. What was the key to success tonight, and why didn't you take a time in qualifying?
How did I get?
First race with the league, I usually don't.
Oh, I had that huge slip up, didn't I? Sent me back. What if I can find that lap?
Racing around, and I don't know. After it started, I saw they were all pretty good and pretty well in control, so I started moving up through there. And I think the biggest thing that helped me there at the end was all those cautions, because I don't know, just about everybody in the top 5 was good enough to win tonight.
Well, you
somewhere here
first. You take that win in your first appearance here, obviously a new name. No sponsors on that machine, but with an I rating that you've got and the ability you have out on the racetrack, we're going to get some logos on that machine soon enough.
We'll see. It's hard to get any interest to become a senior citizen. So, I'm not really too worried about it. It's just fun to race. That's all I care about. Having fun.
Having fun is certainly important. We mix things up, of course, next week. We go to Bristol Motor Speedway. I don't know if some would call that fun. Some do, some don't, but it certainly gets exciting. What are your thoughts on the short track and the high banks at Bristol next week?
I'm one of those that's usually not fun. I don't know. It's hard not to get caught up in a wreck there unless you're leading the whole way, and I'm not really good enough at Bristol to do that. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I have to try to survive and be there at the end and see what I've got.
So should we expect to see you maybe try a qualifying attempt next week, try to get that track position, stay out front?
Some contact was made.
Possibly. I have to see how the car feels, how it handles, how everybody does in practice, and then I'll make a decision right before qualifying.
Well, fair enough, Chuck. Congratulations again here, taking the win here at Michigan. Anybody you want to shout out to before I let you get out of here?
Just thanks to the admins for all the hard work they do. I know it's a lot to put on these things, and appreciate them.
Cool paint scheme this week, a little hybrid between senior and junior. Certainly, I'm a fan, but either way, Brian, a second place finish. You started outside pole, you finish outside front row. Walk us through your race. Was there anything you had left in the tank there for Chuck Sweeting there at the end? It seemed like you had equal footing as far as tires were concerned.
Yeah, he was fast. Top 5 was fast, so track position was king there at the end. We just didn't have long enough to run to be able to get separated, or allow me to pass. But no, he was really quick. So it was tough all race, keeping up with him and Casey and some of the other drivers. It was some close racing there, especially Kyle. Me and him went door to door at the very beginning for a long time.
You and the 51 at Turzak certainly put on one whale of a show there mid-portion of the race, but I want to ask about the draft. I know we've seen that in the trucks really come into play here at Michigan. Was it a factor here in the Xfinity car being race 1 of this segment?
Yeah, draft was huge. If you had somebody in front of you in like a second or whatever, you could reel them in real fast. And lead car, you kind of had to play off of that too, because if they're back there, they're going to catch you, so no use in burning your stuff up. So tire saving was king here, just like it is almost every week.
Well, next week, race number 2, we're not messing around. We're jumping right into Bristol Motor Speedway, the high banked half mile. I don't know, man, the last Coliseum, how has that place been to you?
As long as you can avoid the wrecks, pretty good. So yeah, I like that track. Some real close, fast racing.
All right, Brian. Well, a job well done here. Runner-up finish at Michigan. Who do you want to shout out to?
Yeah, my family, you for doing the broadcast, everybody helping out on this league, including our sponsors and drivers showing up, everybody watching this week. Thank you.
All right, Brian. Thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck next week.
All right, I'm out. Later.